everybody. You're listening to another edition of DDP, the RuneScape podcast, where RuneScapers talk RuneScape. I am Scream Truth, and I have Kars with me.
Hello.
Today we're going to be going over November behind the scenes. Now, first things first, I didn't expect our podcast to be a monthly thing, but with all the other videos that we're kind of putting out, it's starting to be that way. I kind of want to do 2 a month, but what happens is what will happen, so... Yeah. They'll be a little bit more unorganized, I'm guessing, but they'll still be hopefully more frequent. We're going to be talking about November behind the scenes. We're going to be going over Tears of Guthix, Dungeoneering, 2 quests, Gravestones, Make X, and Combat Academy and Beta Access, which will probably take the most time. And there's some Solomon and Squeal Fortune that we won't cover. Okay, so, let's start off right away with the Tears of Guthix. They will be reworking this. It's gonna be pretty cool. I mean, I think it was due for an update.
Oh yeah, it's been running around trying to collect the right tiers for a couple of years.
And apparently now, if you have a high enough crafting level, that's 80 mining and 80 crafting, you'll be able to make bigger bowls.
Ooh.
So you can collect up to 5 times as much as you've gotten pre-update.
That's a hefty amount of extra XP.
Yeah, so, like, take the amount of experience that you would normally get, which is, let's say, 7k for me. All of a sudden, I'm getting 35k a week from that.
If you had the crafting level.
Yeah, my crafting level's just a couple under, so... okay, but yeah, so what they're gonna be doing is graphically updating this little area, the snake that was from frickin' like, before the
It's been there forever.
extra pack. Just getting that graphical update so it's not annoying looking anymore, I'm guessing. Updated XP rewards for everybody. It's weekly visits. Same thing with quest requirements and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to want to do the Tears of Guthix quest. And this is a members-only content thing. So for those of you who don't know where this is under Lumbridge in the swamp area. You there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is that. What do you think about that one?
I think that is gonna be a pretty good update. There's a lot of people that don't even know that exists.
Yeah.
So, like, take me my lowest skill is construction.
Mm-hmm.
That's saving money.
Yeah.
Lots of money.
And, I don't go to Tears of Guthix anymore because honestly, it's kind of a hassle. It's a weak thing and you only get like 3k, 5k experience from it, depending on how good you do. And how it works right now is you just collect the blue tiers when you should, and avoid green tiers. But it increases with how many quests you do. So it's just kind of tedious because it's just not a whole lot of experience, and I gotta go out of my way to go do it every week. I mean, sometimes I'll do it if I'm bored, like I did it today. So
How much XP did you get for that?
I got 7k.
Off of a full bowl?
Yeah.
Alright, and so the XP you get is variable off of how many quests you've done?
It increases your time in there.
Oh, your time, okay.
Which means you would collect more, so essentially yes.
So, combine Dalton's quest with your levels. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. That's a lot of XP if you have all that prerequisites made. But then by the time you have those prerequisites, it's the extra XP. Sure, it'll be a bonus, but you probably could have had a faster method.
Yeah.
Unless it's going into something like a money skill.
Mm-hmm. And right now, it would be going into crafting for me, which I'm really not looking forward to spending money on.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I can't wait for that update. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna train my crafting because I still want my 80s cape. I might just Tears of Guthix it to 80 or something, and then Troll Warzone and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't really want to do crafting at all. Till I get to potion flasks, I hate the skill. So next thing we have on here is Dungeoneering XP increases
I
for
like this one.
gameplay and members. It's basically exactly what it said. Um, XP rates for small dungeoneering groups and solo groups. Small groups will have, uh, I think it's doubled
At least.
at least, and soloers will have
Solo
doubled.
is double at least.
Yep, and you have a chance to make 350k per hour on soloing, but I'm guessing that means if you have 120 dungeoneering and you're doing possibly mediums. I don't know. But 350k,
Yeah.
you'd really have to be pushing it, and
You'd be
probably
booking
already
it.
at 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, so while it's still the most rewarding to explore in a group of 5, those who are going on it alone or in a small group will find the dungeon delving more worthwhile than ever. Don't forget that the means to increase your dungeoneering tokens too. So that means, obviously, when you get more experience, you're going to get more dungeoneering tokens. So that's kind of good. I'm getting kind of tired of having to rely on other people to do things in dungeons. But at the same time, I don't really want to do soloing in the lower levels of dungeoneering because I'm a mage. And that sucks.
So next is are we going over the quest next, or
Yeah, the quests.
is this gonna be another one of those a set of easy quests?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
So then I'm just based off this. So this one's with Ariane. I don't know how you pronounce that. How would
I'm
you
pretty
pronounce
sure
that?
that's it.
All right. Well, I'm just wondering because there's Ozan, there's Ariane. Are we gonna go to the guy in Falador next? I'm guessing.
Probably. I don't really care for him, but
I'm guessing they're gonna start with the trio with some easy quests. I think I'm going off on a tangent here, but I, I I can see what they're doing by putting in like these 3 people, but that kind of takes away from you being the hero.
yeah.
But I can see getting some plot into some of these quests.
hmm And I'm pretty sure that this is just going to add to the overall effect of the game because I'm pretty sure that these quests that they're implementing now are going to go into one massive story that's going to tie it all together into one final bang, you know?
They probably have it all planned out too.
Yeah. Signature heroes. Yeah, some probably going to die or something, but yeah.
So basically, this is a quest that takes place over Wizard's Tower in World's Tower because it was built over a conflict. Blah blah blah. Ruins of an older one destroyed between in a battle between Saradomin and Zamorak wizards. So basically, you're uncovering a bunch of stuff, and it's going to be a rework of the Wizard's Tower area, which will be pretty cool. Looking at the picture here.
hmm
Now the rewards. There's going to be some new titles, magic outfits, a new magic weapon for low-level players, rune essence rewards that grow as your rune crafting levels increase. Like they give you here you leveled up, here have 3,000 essence.
Yeah. I think that when they're going to be releasing the new mage outfits, it's probably going to be the Batwing armor. Just throwing it out there.
Additional hidden rewards for higher level players, so go in there with like high rune crafting level, I'm thinking. Or maybe just high level people. Because the hidden rewards with the Ozan one,
Yeah.
the hefty drop of XP there.
Oh yeah, hefty.
Hefty. Overall, I think this quest implement will be it'll be a good start.
Yeah. Um, they're also going to be graphically reworking the Runecrafting Guild, or at least polishing it up a little bit, which is going to be kind of nice. I'd like to go in there and see bloom put onto those orbs. Maybe make the orbs look a little less retarded.
Well, the last time I went in there, each time I go in there, I go over to the machines and click something to see what happens, and like a ball will move. I want to see those machines more interactive.
Oh, jeez. But it's pretty cool because Mod Mark and Mod MMG on one of the modcasts uh, said that they're going to be doing something with Tutorial Island, like getting rid of it to make room for the Wizard's Tower. So if you look at the world map, the entire area over there is going to look different. And it's going to look different in a good way. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna go out more. Don't think the bridge will be there anymore, which is kind of sad.
The
But
bridge is cool. Well, they're gonna have to relocate a couple clue locations then.
well, if they do put the bridge, if they keep the bridge there, I'm pretty sure that the island that it's on is gonna be a lot bigger, and it might be
Yeah,
facing a different direction, aka where Tutorial Island
yeah, because Tutorial
is
Island's
sitting.
kind of just been sitting there.
Yeah, it's time for it to go. But yeah, so we're gonna see a difference in the map area over there, and hopefully this all turns out and looks cool. We'll have quest guides on it, hopefully within the week of its release.
Hmm
As I've been doing these signature hero quests, and putting them up. So, yeah.
Moving on to the gravestone improvements.
hmm
Just a short
they're
one here.
doing new interaction interface where you can either reap all, as in like pick up all, re-equip all, take all, and it's just saving you about 15-20 clicks each time.
Yeah, so it's just a bundle. You can just take it all.
hmm Not much more
Gonna
to be
suck
said
with
about that.
Barrel's equipment though.
I bet. Make X. We haven't heard anything from the Make X project for a while, so when I saw it up here, I'm like, it's still there. Uh, One of the largest updates of this month is they'll something. I'm just gonna read it. One of the largest updates this month, and certainly something that every player will use on a daily basis. It's complete overhaul to the interface and systems used in making items. It takes all the information about item production, experience value, exchange or grand exchange and alchemy prices, skill and item requirements, and presents them in one place. This means you won't have to frantically check through skill guides or websites just to work out how to train those precise skills. It also includes some brand new features, as well as maintaining the older ones, like being able to clean inventory loads of herbs.
Wait. Like a clean X feature?
I think so.
Is it gonna be faster than spam clicking? And can you disable it?
I'm not sure yet.
Because there were a few things in the past where you were able to do it faster if you clicked fast enough, but now since it's put on a make X or do X, it takes a little longer just to balance out the laziness to efficiency.
Um,
I don't know. We'll see what comes of it.
so that's pretty much it with that one. Again. Combat Academy and beta access for all free players and members.
I actually watched the video for that today.
On which video?
Bon Mark was talking about the Combat Academy and the beta access.
Yeah, there's a video up on our channel already on that too. So, if you want to go watch that and check it out, you can. I didn't do the entire tutorial because it's honestly pretty straightforward without needing it if you've been on there once or twice already. They fixed it enough where it's just user friendly where you could honestly just get on and figure it out within 5 minutes.
Makes it nice.
Yeah, so when I was going through the tutorial it was just like Tutorial Island again. I'm just like, I don't need to know these things. So, yeah, but anyway, it's pretty cool, and they're giving, experience rewards to live accounts.
So give me a value.
I don't know the value,
Oh, okay.
because I didn't get any. I didn't go through enough of the tutorial, I'm guessing.
All right, you guys give us a value.
But they say generous XP, and generous XP could be like one experience because you weren't supposed to get experience from that anyway.
Okay, so generous for Jagex is a range between 1 and 1,000,000. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with like 20k.
I would go with like 30 or 40.
Yeah. Or
Max.
maybe it's like the further you go, blah blah blah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, and there's also a Solomon's General Store and Squeal Fortune thing that,
Are we gonna cover that or not?
no. But,
No, don't. The first item right there. The
what?
first thing they're talking about, the Dragon's Keepsake box.
What about it?
It
Dang it.
allows you to turn any item into a cosmetic reskin for its usual slot. Basically, you can reskin whatever you have into something else. So basically, you're going, and you could take a party hat and another thing and reskin something else to a party hat. But like I'm thinking as long as you own it in your
Oh,
bank or something.
alright. Well, that is pretty much it for RuneScape updates. What are we gonna move on to?
Yeah. So the reason I couldn't find behind the scenes is because it's at the bottom of the page right away.
Oh. Yeah, isn't that sad? It's November 2nd and it's almost not on the main page.
Well, they threw up 4 things a couple hours after that.
A community roundup. Oh my gosh, there's a new behind the scenes video I haven't watched yet on the Tears of Guthix. I'm gonna actually take a look at that, just have a peek at what the graphics look like on it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's get over to the middle of the video where I can actually see it off of this concept art. So they are redoing that entire dungeon, by the looks of it.
Another thing, can I address really quickly?
Uh-huh.
From what I saw while watching the video that they put up about the comet evolution, Monmark talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
was that Carson can't think that they threw him in that green dungeon and he was fighting dragons. Now, I can't remember. That's the Taverley dungeon? I
That's
haven't been there since.
Brimhaven.
Brimhaven, not Taverley. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just the dragons looked very low detail, so I couldn't tell what dragon it was. I was like,
Oh,
that's not an adamant dragon.
okay. Well, they're actually updating more than just Tears of Guthix in that dungeon area. I mean, they're updating those orbs that float around there. They're also updating the Dorgish Khan cave. With all the bones and stuff. It actually does look pretty cool.
Oh, so when you go through that quest, it'll be
Yeah.
just the pit you fall into when you take the wrong turn.
Mm-hmm. The pools look pretty sweet. Based on what I'm seeing. I wish I could actually throw up a still on it or something, because the pools look pretty cool. But we'll see them on Tuesday. They're basically, they look like water, but they got a glow to them, so it's cool. The best dungeon I can relate this one to what it looks like, it's probably a cross between the Brimhaven and the Taverley. I mean, it's got a greenish tint to it, but it's not so overbearing. It's more black. I am getting messages from you.
Yeah, so I just went into some more reading in the comet beta. The reward you get from the tutorial is equivalent to 10 times Jack of Trades aura. So if I were to apply that to my Herblore, my Jack of Trades normally gets me around 8k, 7 to 8k XP. So
80k.
pretty much it's all variable on your level that you're
Okay.
throwing it into.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, there's probably a level cap, like no skill over level 70, blah, blah, blah. But that'd be kind of cheap because, I don't know. They'll tone it down probably. They'll find a way.
Yeah. There's a big thing right here on player feedback changes. I don't know if I want to read this entire thing because there's a lot of it. It's player feedback changes.
On the EOC.
Yeah, they're basically thanking everyone for what they've done so far and the big things that they've changed in it, like dungeoneering, momentum, and all those things. And that's all I've got. That's all I got out of it after a quick overlook through the thing.
Omnimental stabs in dungeoneering. Omni-elemental, there we go. Couldn't get the word out of my mouth.
Omni-elementals?
Omni-elemental stabs for wizards and dungeons.
Oh my gosh. I gotta get one. Huh.
Sean's going dungeoneering in the beta.
No, not in the beta for it, but when it comes to the live game, that's gonna be one of the first things I pick up. Probably before my Spirit Bloom robe top. Yeah.
What's the roundup?
The roundup, it's basically stuff from other fan sites and all that stuff that they just put on here now. I think we don't really have anything else to cover, so I don't want to make this podcast too long. I have other things I gotta get doing, so I do want to wrap this up pretty quick.
All right.
So. Thank you guys for watching this short podcast. We'll have more in the future. Yeah, so be expecting one again in a couple weeks or so. So, thanks for watching, and have a nice day.
Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.